Hello everyone, it's me again. This time I'm going to redo one of my old videos. In the past, with my first channel, the IE996, I once did a video showing the different cars of World Rally Championship 3. So I'm going to do that. So yeah, let's show you the different cars of the game. Let's start with the champion car. Okay, let's show you the technical specs. It's a 2-liter, well, not close to 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with a turbo. It does a bit more than 300 horsepower, and it can get to 100 miles an hour in less than, that must be wrong, 100 miles an hour in less than 7 seconds, that's a lot. Well, no, I'm gonna show you the 3 car Explorer. Well, the car is a 3-door, like the real one, like the stock one. It's a front engine car. Really short. Well, if you open everything, you can see the actual shape of a 206, of a normal 206. Yeah, I mean, that's the normal shape. And you can also do this cool thing to show you the different parts of what is composed the car. You have the brakes, the suspension, the lights, the windshield. You can see the cockpit. Okay, let's show you another car. This is the Ford Focus RS, pretty much the same specification, a bit less of torque than seen. And well, it's also, I mean, well, it happens the same. If you open the doors, you can see the shape of a normal Ford Focus RS of that time. Remember it's 2003. And this car is a bit longer. I like the true hatchback shape because the front is kinda long, but then you have the bulge for the cockpit and all. Okay, you also have it on BP paint job. Yeah, depending on the driver you choose. I don't know if I like more the Castro or the BP one. Both are good. The next one is the Lancery Void. A bit less powerful, and this car has one problem, that is the differential, for some reason, doesn't work well in this game. It oversteers a lot. I don't know, this is one of the first, and only, pretty much. One of the first and only World Rally Championship, WRC specification Lancers, and they were never really successful. It's a 4-door car, in this case. For those. And well, the good thing about this is that the Group N version, the road going one is really similar to this one. Okay, this is possibly the best car in the game. And it has much. Okay, the most torque is for the Shara, but this car is possibly the best in the game. It really handles great. It was the championship winning car. It's also a 4-door. It's not a hatchback, it's a sedan, a pure sedan. You see the 3 volumes, the hood, the roof, and the back, and the trunk. It's a really cool car. It has a bit more pieces than the 206 in well. It's a 4-door car, but Okay, the Fabia. This car entered the 2003 championship pretty late. Yeah, it didn't start the championship with all the other cars, Skoda started with the Octavia. And this is possibly the worst car ever built for rally. Why? Because, well, after using it for like 2 or 3 seasons, they never scored a point. They never entered the top 8. Never. I kinda like the car. It's really cute. Yeah, it's kinda cute. I like it. Okay, this was more successful than the Fabia, but this was never really successful either. The accent, I mean, all these cars are front engine. This one has a big trunk, to be honest. Yeah. And it's the 3-door version of the accent. Yeah, I think the accent also had a 4-door version. And the last car, because it has the highest numbers for the drivers, is the Citroen Shara, which would become shortly after this season the best rallying machine ever. Yeah, pretty much the best one. It's a 3-door car. Well, it's not much to talk about the basic structure, but you know, the development made first by Bugalski and Puras, then by Loeb and Sain, well, was enormous, and this car became one of the best ever. Together with this one was a pure racing machine, and also the drivers they had on the team were really awesome. I mean, it was Mark Rudon, Roland Pera, Richard Burns, really cool. Let's go for the extreme cars, which are a bit more different. Okay, let's start with crazy specification. Oh, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder B-turbo car. They do not say, but the specifications are made to be B-turbo, and it has 640 horsepower and 100 kilos of torque. That's a fucking lot. Oh, by the way, this has a car story. Okay, let's try to read it. The Peugeot 206 Extreme 2003 is a considerable revamp of the 2002 model. The core body shell has been refabricated to a more fluid design, closer to the base model in order to improve the aerodynamic flow its predecessor lacked. Other enhancements include new air intakes for the mid-mounted engine on a 206, and a remapped exhaust system allowing the car to efficiently realize an output of 640 brake horsepower. And I'm sorry because I'm quite nervous when talking. And let's see the incredible machine. Just look at the change. I mean, the car has changed quite a lot. The engine is mounted on the middle, and look at that really mean exhaust. The car is fucking mean. I mean, this is no 206. Oh, by the way, since the engine is mid-mounted, the wheel goes to the front, you know, to make a better weight balance. Okay, from 640 horsepower to 660 for the Focus Extreme 2003. You know, pretty much the same kind of engine, but and also really spectacular. Okay, let's talk about the car history. The 2002 Focus Extreme was an eye-catching beast with its huge spoilers and aggressive looks. It proved a part inspiration for the 2003 World Rally Championship model, and the 2003 Extreme car draws its wild looks from the same source. Much development time has been spent on improving the air cooling and the intercooling efficiency to ensure that the Focus Extreme 2003 can deliver all of its 660 brake horsepower. This car is a bit more classical. It's not so extreme, to be honest. Yeah, because the engine is the engine is mid-mounted also, sorry. But you know, the exhausts are much smaller, as you can see. But you can also see that it has huge brake bends for the front and the back rear, front and rear bends. I don't know if you are seeing the front bends, but they are fucking spectacular. Yeah, also the spoiler was absolutely huge. And look at that, at those really mean air intakes on the top of the car. Well, it has 4 of them. Yeah, it has 2 for the drivers and 2 for the engine. Amazing. Okay, next one, the Extreme Evolution Max 2. Well, pretty much the same kind of car, 640 horsepower, so it's like the Peugeot. And let's talk a bit about the car. Mitsubishi took a highly radical approach to its Evolution Max 2 Extreme car. To its Evolution Max 2 Extreme car development this year. Deciding that to realize their ambitions they would have to move beyond the Lancer base car, the team created a sumptuous new coupe design that manages to combine technical excellence with supercar desirability. Holy crap, with those words. The Evolution Max 2 is superior in all respects to its predecessor and puts out 640 brake horsepower through all 4 wheels. So well, the car is a really mean machine. I mean, it has even, well, maybe you are not seeing, I'm gonna try to help you. Look at that. Those are downforce, some small wings to help downforce, and maybe try to redirect the wind back to the rear brake bends. Just that fucking crazy. Also, you know, two really big air intakes for the engine and one for the driver and co-driver. Really big brake bends for the rear, and well, you know, front wheel on the front because the engine is on the back. Also, look at those two exhausts. I guess you are seeing them clearly. It's really cool and absolutely amazing. Okay. Oh, by the way, I've missed. Look at those lights. Those lights aren't from the 206. They are from the 207 car. This was 2003, and they were revealing their lines for 2005. Sorry, 2004 and 2005. This was also a concept design car, not only a, you know, an extreme shit, some extreme shit for a game. Okay, Impreza Extreme, a bit less of torque than the Focus and the Peugeot, still more than the Evolution, than the Evo, but you know, much different car. Okay, let's talk about the car. Cosmetically, the Subaru Impreza Extreme 2003 appears a hybrid of the tail end of the classic Impreza shape with the front end of the Concept B11S. The improved fluidity of the aerodynamics allows a lower drag factor than the 2002 version. When aligned to the engine and turbo upgrades, this new package is capable of over 320 km an hour, which would be 200 miles an hour on a fucking public road for a race car. So well, this car is much more fluid. I mean, it's still a 3-volume car, but it's much more of a coupe. It only has one huge air vent, as you can air intake on the top, and the engine it's a front engine car. It's the only one. I think it's the only front engine car. It's still a 4-door, which is quite fucking awkward to me, but whatever. Also, you know, two really big exhausts. Well, the brakes are not especially ventilated. Well, although the front does have some extra, some slot to make the air flow back. You know, those. But you know, not as extreme as the other ones. Okay, Fab Extreme, 670 horsepower, 97 kilos of torque. The Skoda Extreme 2003 edition sees further development of the widely admired 2002 model. Taking modern design cues from the Fabia, comprehensive work has been done under the bonnet too, with a reworked transmission and gearbox, improved torque delivery hikes performance to 607 brake horsepower. And you are seeing that this this does not have much to do with a normal Fabia. First of all, just look at the huge rear door. I mean, it is quite huge. There is nothing on the front except for the suspension, I guess, and maybe some really big cooling stuff for the car. But you know, no special cooling. You know, there's an air intake for the rear brakes and some slot to let the heat go out of the front brakes, and also really big and wide, although not really tall, air intake there for the engine. Mainly for the engine. And look at that huge rear door, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, the Accent 2003. Okay, maybe this one is also front engine. It's not only the Subaru. Okay, 640 brake horsepower and 96 kilos of torque, so it's pretty much like a Lancer. And okay, let's read a bit. Most of the work on the Accent Extreme 2003 car has been done under the bonnet. The gearbox and differentials have been modified to help GR transition, while work has also been done on aiding cooling to stop the monstrous turbocharger from overheating. Some aerodynamic work has been done on the front and rear fins for improved stability at speeds greater than 225 km an hour. That's like 140 miles an hour. They are improving stability for speeds of over that. I mean, think about it. This is crazy. you know, oh, this one has air intakes for both the front brakes and rear brakes. It's a 3-door car. I mean, the side of the car is pretty much like a normal accent, maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, I guess, well, you need a longer car if you are going to reach greater speed. So it's a front engine car. I mean, it looks kind of normal to me. I guess the Hyundai engineers were quite lazy with this design. And let's get for the last extreme car, which is the Citroën Shara, which is a 640 brake horsepower, 95 kilos powerful machine. With such a strong base car and solid chassis, it is perhaps no surprise that Citroën has not needed to develop the basic Shara package considerably to cope with the huge demands of the highly turbocharged Extreme 640 brake horsepower engine. Work has instead been concentrated on the front and rear aerodynamic packages. The base car's spoilers would be inadequate at keeping the Extreme on the ground. And it's quite true. I mean, there's some splitter on the low side. It's painted black. I think you can see it. Oh, this one is also front engine. Huh? I didn't remember that. But there's already 3 front engine cars. No special. Oh yeah, there's a small slot. Yeah, there are 2 slots for ventilating the front brakes, and a really good looking one. Although I don't know if it's really effective one for the rear brakes. And then this is one of the best features of this car: the double exhaust on the license plate. I mean, imagine that. Imagine a car shooting flames out of the license plate. That would be so fucking cool. Also, well, I can see that the spare wheel has been pushed to the front. Yeah, because usually it's much more on the edge. But you know, to allow the exhaust to flow, I guess. Okay, so the concept cars, I'm not going to look much about it. This one is a 250 brake horsepower V6 406 coupe, Peugeot 406 coupe. Well, I'll only tell you that this is a concept car that finally came to life early mid 2004. It was designed by the Italian designer Pininfarina. This is a concept rally car. Yeah, I mean it's a Super 1600 rally car. I mean, they use 1600cc engine, 4-cylinder engines with no turbo, just a normal aspirator. And this car started racing shortly after this game. I mean, this was the late stages of the concept. I mean, it's just a small rally car, not really powerful. I mean, the engine is really small. Well, this one is the multi-time Dakar winner Pajero Dakar Evo, or also called Montero Dakar Evo, because Pajero in Spanish means wanker. You know, someone that masturbates a lot is usually called a pajero here, as an insult. It's a diesel car. I think it's the only diesel car of the game. And well, the problem is that here it doesn't have the rally rate specifications, because here it would not have 1 spare wheel but 3 of them, and also many more stuff for, you know, to avoid getting stuck, for example. Oh fuck. Okay, this is the. Come on! My fingers are not responding. This is a Subaru B11S. This car, well, it's also a concept car, but it's a 400 horsepower sports car that never came to life. But it was a good design exercise for the Subaru Tribeca, for example. The lights from this car can be seen, the front The front lights can be seen on the Subaru Tribeca, and the rear lights can be seen on the Legacy, I think it was, and also on the 2008 Impreza sedan. No kidding, look at it, it has those lights. Okay, the Supersonic is relatively similar to the 406 Coupe car, although much longer, because well, the Skoda Super B is a big car, it's like 5 meters long. For 460 only, I do not believe that this car is even longer than that. And it's just one of those cars for executives and this is just a race modified version. I think they wanted to enter some touring car championship with that car, but they weren't able. So that was it. I hope you like it. See you next time for more gameplays and so. Well, I'm not gonna stop doing the Riding Spirits 2 gameplay, of course. See you. Bye bye.